Welcome to the fourth episode of Local News for New Locals. I'm Sam, and this is the #1 news podcast for new locals, lost locals, and locals that think I'm pretty for a boy. We're going to take a look at the front page of the Chieftain, and then I'll take you through a quick flip through of the rest of the paper. This is the 10/27/22 edition of the Wallowa County Chieftain. Thanks for checking in. But first, a big thank you to Johnson's local hottie shop. They're too old for the polls, but quick with the tips. Located behind the Joe Hard in Joseph. Just ask Joe. Front page. Cheesecake Chills. The big picture says, J.R. Raymond, the program director of the Haunt Camp, and literally everyone's least favorite party guest, is pictured giving a tour of the worst haircut we have ever seen, and also her cheesecake-themed haunted house. Haunt Camp's Halloween attractions offer sweet scares by Bill Bradshaw. Spooky caves, lifelike masks, mean-spirited antagonistic party conversation, and cheesecake. No, it's not your normal Halloween haunted house. And this is Junior's party, so you better be sober. It's Lewis Carroll meets Martha's Vineyards, but with unpaid high school students instead of illegal immigrants, said J.R. Raymond. Originally from Los Angeles, the theme of the haunted house was chosen by the kids. I told the kids we aren't drinking and getting scared for Halloween. It has to be funnier than that. Apparently the kids thought Cheesecake Factory, the national franchise of restaurants, was actually scary and not funny. But after a little coercion, down-talking, and browbeating from JR, realized that it was funny and scary because going to dinner there is embarrassing and socially unacceptable. Raymond, the only person in town to even go to a Cheesecake Factory besides Greg Hennis, has been operating Haunt Camp since 2019. The program received a grant of $40,000 through the Josephi Center for Arts and Culture. Proceeds from the attraction will be going back to the Josephi Center. When you can get them off their phones, these kids actually work pretty hard for considering it's free labor, Remit said. One of the volunteers, Kelly Riggle, came all the way from Huntington, Vermont. One of the best things about the Haunt Camp is how it brings diverse kids together, she says. Were it not for the Haunt Camp, a lot of these kids wouldn't have the opportunity to learn alongside each other. The Cheesecake Laboratory, as it's called, is supposed to be more amusing than scary. Rymet says there will be false doors, monsters that suddenly appear, and contentious, insulting political comments before she gets up and leaves abruptly. It's a little bit of a maze, she explains. It's a little bit of a maze, she explains. The Cheesecake Laboratory will be set up Friday and Saturday at the Cloverleaf Hall in Enterprise with a suggested donation of $5. This week in Wallowa County Voices is Timothy Huffman. He wouldn't dream of becoming a snowbird. He's lived here in Enterprise for 30 years and won't flee south when the snow flies. He's been an auto mechanic for 45 years. If it runs, I can fix it. I was a farm kid, he says. His favorite thing about the county are the lake and the snow. He says the fun of winter's preparing for the cold. I'm doing the same thing I do every year. We got cows. We have pigs. I did up the house. We're good. I can't handle the heat. I like the cold. He was dismayed by the August 11th hailstorm in Wallowa. It beat the hell out of my daughter's vehicle, my son-in-law's vehicle, and my trailer. So it didn't do any good for me, he said. Huffman isn't sure of the importance of the November 8th election. We don't get to make a decision in this, and if you think you do, you are sadly mistaken because our decision doesn't really matter. Nevertheless, he plans on voting and believes the economy is the most important issue. Let's take care of our economy and stop taking care of other countries and take care of ours first, he said. His advice for people moving here is, don't try to change it. This is our county, and leave it alone. Next is public meets candidates at election forum. And the picture is of Diane Daggett and Eric Stengel listening to Devin Maxwell at the October 23rd Cloverleaf Town Hall meeting. Crowd hears from council hopefuls, learns about measures by Bill Bradshaw. About 55 locals showed up to the Cloverleaf Hall Sunday to hear from candidates running in the November 8th election. The forum was sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce and the Rotary Club of Wallowa County. Maxwell started her comments with admitted sarcasm in reference to her TikTok videos, stating that since she has been here, she has learned that she is a radical leftist from people that don't even know her. I am not a witch, she said as she provoked the town hall audience with an erotic dance she and her friends all learned and recorded for cute boys. She claimed the original TikTok videos were for a school research project and not even, her fault. On the issue, she emphasized her college studies, work in public administration, grant writing abilities, and, totally vibing with the jocks, farmers, and emo kids. Stengel, who entered the race as a writing candidate after seeing Maxwell's socialist frenzied TikTok posts, emphasized his lifelong connection to the county and his family-owned business, Stengel Industries. He also went to college, but didn't want to seem like a liberal, so he changed directions to get a technical degree and to fit in better with his racist friends at the Stubborn Mule. The November 8th ballot will also deal with Measure 109, the psilocybin ban, Measure 111, requiring the state to ensure affordable health care, Measure 112, which is removing slavery and involuntary servitude as punishment for crimes, and Measure 114, which is gun control without calling it gun control. All right, and now, thanks to Horny's Corn Dogs, come on down to see the sheriff of Hornytown at Horny's Corn Dogs. And remember, sexy love corn dogs. All right, quick flip through. For the record, Monday, horses reunited with owners in rural enterprise. Black iPad reported missing in Imnaha. Tuesday, we got a traffic crash in rural enterprise. Dog bite reported in Wallowa. Possible predator depredation in rural Wallowa. Statewide misdemeanor warrant entered for Ronald Patrick Doyle, 66, on the charge of failure to appear in the second degree. Wednesday, drug paraphernalia found in Joseph. Heather Renee Stafford, 36, was arrested for probation violation and transported to Umatilla County Jail. Loose cattle in Troy area. Aggressive dog in Wallowa reported. Thursday, recovered stolen firearm out of California. In-reach emergency activation near Ice Lake. Patient transported by life flight. Friday, found wallet left at a business in Joseph. Dog at large in Joseph. Saturday, report of unsecured premise in Joseph. Wallowa County's sheriff office secured the door. Locals confer at a, let's see here. What's that say? Locals confer on affordable housing problem. Progressive left parties will be the ultimate undoing of America, writes Rebecca Patton in letter to the editor. Stories of Wallowa Lake book reading and signing at the Book Loft in Enterprise at Saturday. That's okay. First snow of consequence for the season greeted the county October 23rd, 2022. Enterprise quarterback Tyler Knapp threw for 197 yards and 2 touchdowns last Friday against Doofer. High school athletes in Oregon now have the opportunity to be compensated for use of their name, image, and likeness. Drum making workshop with Alan Pinkham, November 12th at the Josephi Center. That's a Saturday, I think. Cost is $120. Enterprise High School looking for junior high girls basketball coach for the 22-23 season. Sheriff arrests burn boss after fire spreads in Malheur Forest. Athlete of the week is Amy Mayer of Joseph volleyball team. The junior had 51 digs, 8 aces, and 100% serving effort while being the team lead in matches against Powder Valley and Embler. She was named Player of the Year in Joseph Division of the Old Oregon League. Obituaries, no laughing. Nick Langston died. Robert Z. Smith died. Charlton Arthur Strutz died. Pamela Lowe died. Dollar stretcher sales, boneless country-style ribs for $1.99 a pound, drumsticks 99 cents a pound, and boneless New York strip $7.29 a pound. Dope. Safeway sales, chuck roast for $3.47 a pound with a digital coupon, 25% off craft beer and cider. All right, that's that, guys. If you have any questions and complaints, send them to localnewsfornewlocals@gmail.com. Thanks for checking in. See you guys next Friday.